We all know that vaccination is a vital tool for stopping the spread of the virus. And as per reports published by the World Health Organization, there are around 13 different vaccines that are being currently used across the globe. One of them is the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. And I'm sure you have already seen people criticizing Pfizer. But why is that? You will find out in this video. What's up guys, welcome back to Glory Investing Show. In our today's video, I'm going to tell you about why people hate Pfizer. However, before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to Glory Investing Show and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss any updates. And yeah, just to let you guys know, if you would like to buy some awesome trading merch, check out www.incomeaddict.shop. There's a ton of different things you can purchase, and you can also use the code ADDICT at the checkout if you want to receive a discount. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. First of all, Pfizer is an American multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnology corporation which was established back in the year 1849 in New York by two German immigrants named Charles Pfizer and Charles F. Erhardt. The company is making billions of dollars each year. In fact, the revenue of this company in 2020 was $49.908 billion and its net income was $9.615 billion. The company basically develops and produces medicines and vaccines for immunology, cardiology, neurology, and oncology. It has a number of blockbuster drugs that each generate over $1 billion in annual revenues. It ranks number 64 on the Fortune 500 and number 49 on the Forbes Global 2000. So this indicates that Pfizer is one of the most successful companies out there. Now, this company is likely to make massive profits from its COVID-19 vaccine. However, the greatest long-term benefit to Pfizer may be the positive PR it has received as a result. Well, it had a toxic reputation before COVID-19. And while everyone thought that creating an effective COVID-19 vaccine will help Pfizer, it has basically worsened the company's reputation. Reports suggest that many people died because of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, and a lot of people got sick after they had the second dose of the vaccine. Now, we will discuss some of the scandals that everyone should know about. The company got its start more than 150 years ago. I would say that Pfizer has come a long way and it has definitely evolved from a one-stop shop to a successful multinational corporation. And during this time, it had many triumphs. Pfizer discovered citric acid and it mass produces vitamin C as well as penicillin. You'll be surprised to know that this company manufactures over 350 different pharmaceuticals. And at the same time, it has faced several lawsuits where customers claim that the company sold defective drugs. The United States government has charged Pfizer with healthcare funds. Now, you might have heard that Pfizer's vaccine has killed some people, but this isn't the only time Pfizer's products have resulted in the deaths of people. Back in the year 1986, the company reportedly had to withdraw an artificial heart valve from the market after defects led to it being implicated in more than 300 deaths. The United States Food and Drug Administration withdrew its approval for that artificial heart valve in 1986. Moreover, the company had to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation after several lawsuits were brought against Pfizer. And then the company was accused of profiteering from AIDS drugs. It is now profiteering from the COVID-19 vaccine. So in 2003, the company walked away from a licensing deal for its prescriptor drug. According to various reports, the deal would have made the product cheaper for poorer countries. The company was also sued after 11 children died in a clinical trial when the northern state of Kenya was hit by Africa's worst meningitis epidemic back in the year 1996. According to a report published by The Guardian on August 12, 2011, 100 children were given an experimental oral antibiotic called Trovin, while a further 100 received ceftriaxone, the gold standard treatment of modern medicine. 5 children died on Trovin and 6 on ceftriaxone. But later, it was claimed that Pfizer did not have proper consent from parents to use an experimental drug on their children, and questions were raised over the documentation of the trial. The company was eventually forced to pay compensation to families of children killed in the drug trial. And it was the year 2012 when Pfizer paid $1 billion to settle lawsuits claiming that the company's Prempro drug caused breast cancer. The next year, it paid around $273 million to settle more than 2,000 cases in the United States. These lawsuits accused the company's smoking treatment drug Chantix of provoking suicidal and homicidal thoughts, severe psychological disorders, and self-harm. And according to a report published by corporatewatch.org, Pfizer was also accused of improperly excluding patients with a history of depression or other mental disturbances from trials for the drug. And some reports suggest that the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine is likely responsible for the deaths of at least 10 people in nursing homes in Norway. A report published by Global Times on January 15th of this year states 23 elderly Norwegian people died after receiving Pfizer vaccines. 13 of them have been assessed, and common side effects may have contributed to severe reactions in them, according to the Norwegian Medicines Agency. Here, it is important to note that Norway is a small country where only 25,000 people had been vaccinated with Pfizer vaccines at the time, while 23 deaths are a large number. The most surprising part is that the mainstream English language media didn't report this incident immediately. I believe that the COVID vaccine is a serious issue, however, it seems like the big pharmaceutical companies are more focused on making money. Although many people died because of the vaccine, the company reportedly expects billions of dollars in profits for COVID-19 vaccines. According to a report published by the Los Angeles Times on January 4th of this year, Moderna and Pfizer are the first companies with vaccines approved in the United States. The report states, the companies stand to earn billions of dollars in profits from their COVID vaccines this year, according to investment analysts' projections. Since it's unlikely that the vaccines will provide 100% cures or eradicate the virus causing the disease, there will be more profits in later years. Yes, I agree that the companies should collect the profit. However, the problem is that these companies also claim the rights to vast amounts of intellectual property that will be useful for others to develop vaccines in the future. It's important to note that while the vaccine is delivered free to Americans, the government is still paying money to Pfizer. The report published by Los Angeles Times states, Pfizer's government contract for 100 million doses sets the unit price at about $20 per dose. Moderna's 2 contracts for 100 million doses each are set at about $15 per dose. The actual production cost is much less. Pfizer's profit margin on its vaccine will be 60% to 80%. Well, I would say that this price is plainly excessive for a product with a guaranteed demand across the globe. As per Wall Street estimates, these 2 companies will likely collect around $32 billion in revenues from the vaccines this year alone. Well, in the end, the Bureau of Investigative Journalism states the government officials from Argentina and other Latin American countries accused Pfizer of high-level bullying during COVID vaccine negotiations. Government officials told the Bureau that the company demanded additional indemnity against civil lawsuits citizens might file in relation to Pfizer's COVID vaccine. So, what do you think about this company? Don't forget to share your thoughts and valuable feedback with us in the comment section below. And that will be all for today's video, folks, and thanks for watching it. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, if you have not already subscribed to Glory Investing Show, subscribe to it and press that bell button so you'll be notified each time we upload an interesting video on this channel. And while you're here, click to watch one of these 2 videos that are appearing on your screen. We will see you there. Take care and stay tuned.